I'm Chris. I'm running a butcher store here in Helsinki. It's Finland's oldest local food web shop while in Finland. So since 2012, I've been drying meat. I've been making sausages. I've done dried ground beef. I've done jerky, pemmican. But this guy comes with the machine, plugs it in, and it starts spitting hot air. And it was one of the miners. I'm on a rocket ride here. Funny thing, of course, I read and heard that, somebody has made quite a bit of money with Bitcoin and you mine it, but I didn't have an understanding behind the tech or the purpose or the usage. And the story starts from late August 25.
Yeah.
Hello guys, how are you?
Hi, we are.
Welcome to Kotitila.
This is the butcher shop we are visiting soon, and we are gonna see something very exciting regarding Bitcoin mining and how the excess heat is used for drying
Some very high quality meat.
Yeah, we are looking inside to see and to learn actually more about his Bitcoin vision, his way of using Bitcoin in his business. And let's see. Let's get in and have the interview with him.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
All right, we made it to the store, and here is Christos, the chef, and the scientific mind behind this product and all these good meat products. So welcome to know this place and know this product.
Yeah, thank you for having us here.
For coming.
And especially when looking for authentic Bitcoiners and Bitcoin use cases, it's glad that to learn more about your story. So maybe you can just say a few words about yourself, who you are, and also telling a little bit the relation business and Bitcoin. What does it mean for you, and maybe what has it changed as well?
Well, 5 months ago, I didn't know anything about Bitcoin. So this is a really noob story. But the guys whom I met and whom I work with, they say that I've been a Bitcoiner all since, I just didn't know about it. And I'm Chris. I'm running a butcher store here in Helsinki. It's Finland's oldest local food web shop while in Finland. So since 2012, we've been cutting local sourced grass-fed beef. And in the beginning, we just were shipping around to people. And in 2020, we opened this shop. And as we opened the shop, I got the kitchen. And that led to us developing a larger assortment, doing our own produce and production. So when we get the cows, with them comes the full organ set. And we're a nose-to-tail, zero-waste philosophy butcher shop, meaning that from that whole package, the only thing we throw away are the bones after they're cooked for broth. So we use the organs, sell them as they are, or then we make ground beef with liver, kidney, heart, bone marrow, even beef testicles. And then we render tallow, which we sell as it is, or then we use it for our tallow cosmetics and soap, edible skincare products. And then broth, we have salted or spiced broth, but we also sell bones for those who want to make the rolls. And another part of the business is that we have as little processed food as possible. So we have organic pasteurized eggs, we have raw honey, we have raw milk, olive oils straight from a refinery in Crete, Greece. We actually visit them this summer to see what it's like, so we know what we're selling, even though it's an imported product. And then our grain-free, low-carb, keto product range, which include breads and buns and burger buns and pizzas and ready meals, which are suitable for those who avoid first of all, grain, gluten, but also carbs. So it's suitable for the ketogenic diet.
So you would say it's real meat, right?
It's real food.
Real food.
And we've been titled as a keto and carnivore candy shop.
Yeah. And is it kind of, let's say, an organic way or ecological way where you look at, let's say, farmers who are really in line with your philosophy?
Very much so, and more farmers are reaching out to us nowadays, asking to be a part of our ecosystem. Nice. And then we just set the lines that you need to do this, and people come in and ask every week that, oh, is this organic? And we're not like blinded on organic, because bureaucracy has diffused the purpose and the meaning of what is organic. So even though a producer is in the bureaucracy and following the organic demands, the cow might go through a butchery which isn't in the system, which means we can't sell it as organic. So even though we get the whole chain organic here, we don't label it with the green flag. We want to know exactly what we get and what we sell, and we stand behind the story. Our slogan is know what you eat. So, and that doesn't mean that I'm eating beef. No, you need to know where it comes from, how it's treated, how it's processed, how it cooked, and how it affects your life. The whole chain.
And
That's it.
yeah, how does it fit into a Bitcoin story then? I mean, you said 5 months ago you didn't know anything about Bitcoin, and now you're accepting Bitcoin payments and having a Bitcoin beef bits here.
I'm on a rocket ride here. Now, funny thing, of course, new. I mean, I read and heard that somebody has made quite a bit of money with Bitcoin and you mine it, but I didn't have an understanding behind the tech or the purpose or the usage. And the story starts from late August 25, when a guy walks in, introduces himself as Juho, who is one of the co-founders of the Bitcoin Helsinki event, the BTC Hell, which they're organizing. They organized it last August, and he had this machine with him, and I was just minding my meat business, right? I've been drying meat. I've been making sausages. I've done dried ground beef. I've done jerky, pemmican, biltong. But this guy comes with the machine, plugs it in, and it starts spitting hot air like crazy. And it was one of the miners. It was an S19J and mine. And the guy asked me, like, can we do something? And that was one of those hold my beer moments. When I realized that this is pretty cool because it spits a lot of hot air. I need heat. I need airflow to dry meat, right? So I converted a freezer into a drying chamber. Had a nozzle 3D printed for the miner and a pipe into the drying chamber. And of course, we had to think about the fumes and particles going through the fans. So I added a couple of filters there, one for the particles and one for the fumes. And then we did a test run. And that first test run hit it right away. And it worked out, was a good product. And then I had 2 weeks time to prepare the product, including from test, packing, labeling, branding. Juho took care of the website. So we had the launch at the BTC Hell event, and all this happened within 3 weeks, interesting. And at the event, people liked it, we sold out, and from the event we got invited to Plan B in Lugano to present the product there, and the story keeps on rolling, escalating. It's like one of those snowballs. Yeah, it's fun. It's extremely fun. Well, what happened is that at the fair, at the BTC Hell event, I met a lot of our regulars. Because here we have the overlap. People interested in good food, your food, are also Bitcoiners. So a lot of our regulars came at the booth at the fair, and we started talking, and then the BTC Hell group started like asking that, hey, would you be interested in accepting Bitcoin in your shop? And of course, so we had them help us set us up. So now we have it active both in our web shop and here in the store.
This is a funny story because I have been a customer a long time already, and last summer I just stumbled. I just came to buy something from you, and we were talking about Bitcoin. So it was a surprise for me. So this overlap happened by me in my, and we saw in Lugano and in BTC Hell as well, and it was very impressive to meet you there and see the rocket launch.
Yeah, a lot. My one sad thing is that from the Plan B Lugano, we got an invitation to the Plan B in El Sol. Like just due to the situation going on there, we had to cancel that because I mean we had to fly. We should have to fly through the U.S. and we can't take our stuff with us through the air without all the customs and tariffs and shit. And also the situation in Central America now, it's a big uncertain. That's a shame, but it gives us more time to work on stuff here.
I would be interested as well in how did the new approach affect your business? I don't know. Can you say something and if it increased the business or was it good just for marketing perspective? I mean, how did actually you mentioned that the Bitcoin community really supported you, Juho, and also on the conference to sell your beef bits and to get into the business. And you tell from the business perspective a little bit the impact. What has it done with your business?
Well, first of all, we started an own company for Bitcoin beef bits. That of course, okay, so Kotitila, our butcher's shop, is just a producer, but we have a separate company for the Bitcoin beef bits. Otherwise, I'd say I can't say if it has increased anything yet. What it has increased is, of course, that those regular customers that have been coming here for years, they are happy to pay with Bitcoin. So that one aspect of it. Of course, depending on how long they've been involved and how much profit they made and what they want to use. I mean, seems that most of the Finns actually are stacking rather than spending. So they hold and stack. But we were happy to see that both online and in the shop, payments come through Lightning, and it's cool.
And are you converting the Bitcoin into fiat, or are you keeping and stacking?
We are doing both, a hybrid, because I yet can't pay the producers with Bitcoin for the cows. We're going there. We're coming there. We're promoting this, but we hold 10% and 90% is converted for the cash.
Okay, I see. Yeah, very nice. I mean, when it comes to your own story regarding Bitcoin, and as well thinking about fundamentals like also freedom and Bitcoin, how did this maybe change your perspective when getting into the Bitcoin topic? Can you say maybe a little bit about what makes you conscious and what convinced you at the end going that path?
Well, because just an answer to the economic philosophy I follow anyway. I mean, I was crushed towards the fiat money system ages ago, not to mention politics or food. So I'm just happy to implement that into life. Otherwise, it hasn't changed. I mean, we live a very self-sufficient life. We have our own farm 30 kilometers from here. We raise our own food. We hunt our own food. And in that way, we were living the Bitcoin philosophy already. But I'm glad to be able to promote and use the Bitcoin money, the sound money system.
See.
Can you tell us a little about the system? How does it work when a client buys with Bitcoin or Lightning from you, and how does it work in your cashing machine system?
The easiest way for us was to set up a Swiss Bitcoin Pay account. It's just an app online. Of course, as it's a banking service, they need to do the KYC But I mean, it's a corporate account, and I'm good with that. So we have the app on the cashier system. It's just an iPad, downloadable app. All good. You just need to set up your business account, and then they have the API, which was easy to connect to our web shop. So it's not a big deal. Then you just set up your perimeters within the Swiss the Swiss Bitcoin Pay dashboard, and that's it. Starts running. So we selected that we get paid each day once a certain amount is in the account, and that's it. Very easy.
What about the other entrepreneurs in Finland, butchers or whatever, hairdressers or so? Would you recommend taking Bitcoin payments to other entrepreneurs?
Of course, I mean, not what's the word of it? Well, first of all, the Swiss Bitcoin Pay first year gives you a commission discount. So for 1 year, they take 0.21% of the payment, when any other fiat payment gateway takes 1 or 1.5%. So that's clearly saving already. Then, of course, if you want to stack and hold, it's an easy way to attain sats and Bitcoin. But in general, it's not about what the business wants. It's more what the users, the customers are used to, comfortable to use for pay, right? So it's a chicken and egg problem. But I guess if more and more sale points would accept Bitcoin, more and more users would get interested. So it's a win-win situation.
Could we have a look? You have these bags here. Yeah. Could we have a look what kind of products you have here? So this is, let's have a snack. So it says fiat free and 93% of protein.
Yes, it's heavy on protein. We used 0.5 kilo of beef roast to get 100 grams of these beef crisps. Okay? And the most common question we get is this jerky, right? Because that's the product people always think of when we talk about dried meat, jerky.
Yeah.
And our answer is that yes, but no. I'll talk first. So yes, but no, because yes, jerky comes from the Native American word charque, which means dried meat in general. So yes, it is a jerky, but not the ones that we are all familiar with from the stores. The chewy one, the one which is filled with soy and syrup and sugar and all other kinds of nitrate salt shit. So it's fiat free in that way, right?
It's very crunchy.
It is very
Crunchy. It's like a little bit like
a chip.
chip.
Yes,
Exactly.
you might need your water. Yeah, it's a chip. And for this, we actually at the fairs, we've had a tallow mayonnaise dip.
Mhm.
So we make a mayo dip for this. So like seed oil free mayo.
Makes it a little bit more juicy, right? With the dip. I could imagine that this is really also a nice addition to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a nice next product idea.
It's coming.
It's coming. Yeah. Oh, nice.
So we have the label designs ongoing and the product in lab tests.
Yeah.
So
Very good.
it's there.
And can you tell a little bit about your vision? I mean, you established already now Bitcoin payments, a product. You add products to the existing product.
Yes.
What is your plans for 2026 and maybe your goals beyond that?
My goal is to survive, stay alive,
Uh-huh.
and have the family happy. Oh, that's fundamental goals. Now we can talk business.
This is the fundamental ones. I mean, everything bases upon healthy family, your own health, and yeah.
Yeah, but then we have to separate this. First of all, our butcher shop Kotitila. What are the goals for this year? Main goal is to be able to answer demand, because we have a very high rising demand for our products, and we're now kind of been shaking the ketchup bottle for a while, and now the lid opens and it goes all over, right, on the plate. So that's what's happening now. So we are a bit like stressed by the demand and our capability to answer it based on our location and our facility resources. So not too many product additions this year, but optimization regarding production. Yeah. And a lot of interest has gone now also from resellers, meaning that we're now opening market for shops to order our products and sell there. And also that demand is increasing. Sure. I guess that's it. I mean, keeping people happy.
You mentioned you have an online shop, right? Maybe we also add the link into our description as where people can find you. And which, I mean, physically, of course, invited to come here to this shop. But how do people find you? Then through the online shop, through here physically. Is there any other way where people can reach out to you?
Well, this is a crazy thing. I mean, yes, they can reach out. We have our social media and web emails, but how people find us is a funny story as well, because we haven't paid for marketing through these years. We are just happy to embrace the love from our customers and how they spread the word. So we're fully bush and guerrilla marketing, and it's a positive thing.
Yeah.
Authentic.
Yeah. And I mean, we both had this typical Finnish dish with meat and pork coming from, or beef and pork coming from you. And I can really highly recommend. The quality is very nice. And yeah, we ate it with mashed potato, right? And it was so delicious. So really, really good products. Really, really nice.
Well, it's fresh, and we source from the purest sources.
Yeah.
So and it's a lot of spirit in that food. I mean, from production to manufacturing to eating, consuming. There's a spirit in the food chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not industrial and cold. Nothing kills it on the way.
Do you have any plans to make Bitcoin payments for example, the farms or something else? Or are you playing in the fiat world with this when you
Bio meats.
Yes, we don't yet have producers accepting Bitcoin. Neither. Well, actually, there is one packaging material company accepted Bitcoin, which we're using. Okay, yeah, in Finland, but not when it comes to sourcing our food. Okay, but we're promoting it and have our incentive to promote that as well.
That sounds very great. Yeah.
And where do you think Bitcoin will go? I mean, you talked a lot about business, but maybe you also have a personal opinion on this Bitcoin with its values and maybe also growth possibilities. What is your personal opinion on Bitcoin, on the journey of Bitcoin in the future?
I think it's mostly up to us all on how much we use it and how much we spread the word for it to become easier for people to adopt. And before that happens, it's gonna be this turbulence in ups and downs, like bears and bulls. But I mean, once it's settled, I mean, once everybody knows what it's all about, I don't see why not it could be one of the official global currencies, taking its spot on the market.
Yeah. And I also think, I mean, when you talk about healthy products and a healthy system, you cannot really say that fiat system is healthy because only few people, right, benefit from the money printer, for example, and it's all debt driven. And I think it fits very good into your philosophy when it comes to healthy, authentic bio products at the end, to have it equipped with a strong, sound currency at the end. From my point of view, it expresses much more than only being a money. but being as well a philosophy, a community which supports each other with a win-win situation, not only where only, let's say, the central bankers or the banks around the central bank benefits. So I think, very, very nice insights. Yeah.
Yes, and when it comes to the fundamental line within the Bitcoin universe, the proof of work, right?
Yeah.
We use proof of beef.
Yeah.
Hashdried, for this product. But if you adapt that philosophy to the food chain and have proof of work following the food chain all the way down to the producer, so they get a fair share of the profit, instead of the situation now when most producers are bound to EU funding, which is made up. To get a salary for their work. So having a chain which would support economically the producers with Bitcoin and gives the option for increase in profits. That sounds sound to me.
Yeah. And I actually realized, at least in Germany, that if you go to the supermarket, quality of food in general decreases. And I think this has also to do with fiat at the end, right? Because everything is increasing in price. So you have a trade-off, right? I mean, on the one hand side, you can say, okay, you lower the quality or you just increase the price at the end. And I think with Bitcoin being a deflationary good or deflationary currency at the end, you can turn it around. You can turn it around saying, okay, we offer a very good quality product, and we actually be part of a healthy system, sound system, where you don't want to do a trade-off. And as far as I can say, you're not doing that trade-off because quality is very, very highly established in your business.
Yeah, and what you said about the food quality decreasing, I mean, there's a clear point why that what started in the 70s, when they started adding all kinds of bullshit into food, right? And then comes the 80s when the microwave comes into the homes. And what happens then? All these big food producers, they start thinking and deciding for you what you're supposed to eat, right? They have the ready meals, put this in the microwave and we take care of you. Fuck them. I mean, I love this. Going back to the old ways, eat proper food, real food.
Yeah, sure. Very good. Very, very nice. Nice idea. Not only idea. It's a business philosophy and a life philosophy at the end. Yeah, very, very nice to hear that. And I hope that the board people. I mean, even if you guys are knowing people who want to jump on that train, I think also very welcome to get in touch with you, right? Sharing first experiences, and we are here also with our Bitcoin Bootcamp channel to connect people, right? And to connect also business ideas, to have a co-creation place. And I think that's our idea of the world, not that only part of the people can benefit from each other, but all of us can have a win-win-win situation at the end.
Very much so.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, thank you for the insights and wishing you all the best success. I'm sure if I'm visiting Helsinki next time, one of my first stops will be here. And I'm just, after I told you, I will look out what I can take to the plate and what is allowed to get it to the plate. In the back, I asked ChatGPT, and I can actually, I have no problem to export, at least in my head, like some meat, right?
Yeah, dried products. I mean, all those which are, for instance, you can't take the rendered tallow.
Yeah.
But all the dry products.
Dry product, yes, that's cool. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and good luck for your businesses and keep in touch. Thank you. So we'll see you both in BTC Hell next August at the latest.
We will meet for sure again, and thank you for welcoming and having her here. Thank you.
Thank you so much.